Hi, and welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we are talking about the movie Respect. It is a biopic of the late legendary Queen of Soul herself, Aretha Franklin, who is regarded as the most influential female vocalist of the 60s. Over the past few years, we have gotten many biopics of many acclaimed musicians, ranging from Ray Charles, Johnny Cash, Freddie Mercury, Elton John, and many others. There are just way too many to list. Either way, most of them have a pretty good track record of being good movies. This film in particular is what really grabbed my attention, mainly because it's Aretha Franklin, but also because of the casting of Jennifer Hudson as the titular role. I loved her in the 2006 movie Dreamgirls, and I'm expecting her to be just as magnificent in this film as well. The movie story follows the chronicle of a rise of Aretha Franklin, who gets her start in her father's church choir as a child and grows up to become a musical superstar while simultaneously enduring an abusive marriage, constraints of patriarchy, and also being actively involved in the civil rights movement. After recently watching this, all I can say is, wow. Saying this is an amazing movie is quite the understatement. From the beginning to the end, I was completely awestruck by this emotionally powerful film. While the film itself does rhythmically work as it hits all the major highlights of Aretha Franklin's personal life and music career, I do, however, think that there is much missing to be desired. The film does last for 2 hours and a half long, but I still wanted to know more. Either way, I still had a highly enjoyable fun time with this movie. First off, the film's biggest standout is Jennifer Hudson herself, as she astoundingly portrays Aretha Franklin. She goes all out as she sings her heart out and pours her soul into the character. As much devotion and hard work she put in for the role, I can easily see why Aretha personally picked Jennifer Hudson to play her character in this movie before she passed. Throughout the movie, Jennifer easily gives one of the best performances of her career, and I wouldn't be a bit surprised if she winds up winning an Oscar for it. Even the child actress Sky Dakota Turner did a breathtaking job for portraying a very young Aretha. As far as other characters go, Whitaker plays the overbearing father of Aretha, who happens to be a preacher. He is in fact amazing in this movie and completely blends into the character phenomenally well. Whitaker can do no wrong because in every single movie I've seen him in, he's always tremendous. Even though Marlon Wayans is more commonly known for comedic roles, I thought he did a really good job as he plays Aretha's first abusive husband. It is offsetting to see him in a serious role, but he undeniably nails it. When it comes to any other talent that I personally recognize, Titus Burgess and Mary J. Blige are also great as well. The movie itself can feel a tad overlong in some scenes, while it does contain uneven pacing scattered throughout. Not all scenes are that way, but you can definitely tell when something is being stretched or simply being glossed over. Easily said, the pacing was too inconsistent for my liking. While the movie only covers up to Aretha's career when she's approximately close to her 30s, I thought it would have been nice to see a more of the progression into her older years, which is unfortunately omitted. As the film paints the canvas of Aretha's life story, it was definitely worth the price of admission. While I may not know every single song in Aretha's discography, I'm not one to say that this movie properly did the Queen of Soul justice. However, I can tell you that I had an absolute blast with this film. It was neat seeing how the titular song Respect came into fruition, along with her more well-known songs that I do know, such as Think, Chain of Fools, and You Make Me Feel Like. With all the music that was played throughout, I felt like my foot was non-stop tapping along. Overall, Respect is a pretty solid movie for the most part despite its inconsistent pacing. Out of all the biopic movies for legendary musicians that I have seen, this film in particular is not the best, but it's still good in its own merit. Even though it may not be a perfectly made movie, I can personally say that it's pretty darn close. I give this movie an A. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up my real reviews.